A tisket, a tasket, I'm in a basket. We're getting ready for Labor Day liftoff. I'll tell you all about it coming up after the break.
Morning. Your time right now is 5:42. Well, the holiday weekend is just about here, which means food, fun, and balloons. But we're not talking about just any balloons. These balloons, they're very special.
Very special, too. Darth Vader, Master Yoda, Marvin the Martian, all going to float into town for the annual Colorado Springs Labor Day liftoff. And right now, Abby Burke, who's also pretty special, is live and local from the park right now, hopefully going up, and away this morning. Abby, good morning.
Good morning, guys. That's right. We are keeping our fingers crossed for a liftoff later this morning. And right now, things are looking very good. I'm joined right now by Scott Appleman with Hot Apple Productions, kind of the organizer of this whole event.
Yeah. I guess I get that title, but there's a lot of people to make this happen. So
tell us, for people who haven't been to Labor Day liftoff before, what can they expect?
We got a nice forecast. You could see balloon launches Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning, starting about 7 a.m. Get out to the field early. Parking, and there's a lot of construction on the north end of the park, as everybody's aware of. So there'll be free flights with 78 balloons taking off, weather permitting. We have the Wings of Blues from the Air Force Academy jumping in on Sunday morning. We have donut eating contests with Dunkin' Donuts Saturday and Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. You can sign up here. And then in the evenings, we've got balloon glows, the real favorites and stuff. So that is on Saturday and Sunday evening. Field opens around 5 o'clock. You're welcome to come on out. And lots of vendors, lots of things to look at, a lot of food to eat. We'll have beer gardens. And then come about 7 o'clock, we have our bands. Saturday night with Sugar Bear.
Yeah, big favorite.
Big favorite. And then Sunday night, Martini Shot. So we're expecting, our social media has blown up this year. This is our 4th year doing it. We're totally thrilled to death with what's happening. We've had a lot more sponsors, more pilots, more vendors, more concessions. Mother Nature holds out. We have a good weekend like that.
Yeah, and we're hoping it's going to hold out this morning so we could actually get up and go in the sky.
It's looking good for that. It's looking good, so I'm very optimistic.
Awesome. I'm so excited. And we know that, a lot of people are about the specialty balloons. So which ones are coming this year, or is that a secret?
No, it's not a secret. We want you to come see them. Of course, we have some brand new ones. We have a Scarecrow and Augie the Dragon. We have Crab to Claw that was out here last year. We had to have him back. The crowd loved him so much. We also have a brand new Shrimp, and then The Force Awakens, and we got Yoda and Darth Vader back here this year, which is a favorite worldwide. So they came all the way in from Belgium for us to be part of here. So,
awesome.
We've got some great shapes. There's 10 shapes with a lot of things to look at, and like I said, 78 balloons total, 85 pilots.
All right, you heard it, guys. Lots to see, lots to do this weekend. We'll have more coming up in just a little bit, and hopefully we will be going up, and away very soon. For now, I'll send it back to you.
Abby, fingers crossed. We're pulling for you. We hope. We want to be on this ride.
Right, but we also want you to come back, so don't float away too far.
All right, good stuff.
I'll be sure to come back.
All right, Abby, thank you. 5:45 right now, and of course, let's get right to weather. Bring in Chief Meteorologist Matt Meister.
Matt Meister is not the only thing full of hot air this morning. We are about to get blown away. We are talking Labor Day liftoff. It's all coming up after the break.
Care Network in Colorado Springs.
Welcome back to the show, and happy Friday. Your time right now, 6:23. Well, the holiday weekend is just about here, which means food, fun, and balloons. But we're not talking about just any balloons. These balloons, they're big. They're special.
They are, yes. Darth Vader, Master Yoda, Marvin the Martian. They're all going to float into town for the annual Colorado Springs Labor Day liftoff. And right now, Abby Burke, she's pretty special, too. She is out live and local right now from Memorial Park with more on this family fun tradition. Abby, what do you got? Good morning.
Craig, I'm going to take that as a compliment, you calling me special this morning.
You are so special. You are.
In a good way.
That's what my mom says.
Isn't she special?
Guys, things are starting to pick up this morning. The pilot briefing is underway right now, which means we are about ready to go. Right now, I am joined by Doug Martin, the Chief Operating Officer with the Colorado Springs Sports Corporation. Did I get that all right?
You did.
So let's talk numbers this morning. This event is huge.
It is. It's the largest annual event in Colorado Springs, and it's the largest balloon festival in the state of Colorado. So it's a huge event. 42nd year, and it seems like it gets better and bigger every year.
Awesome. We're talking tons of balloons, specialty balloons that people coming from all over the world.
Absolutely. Well, the special shapes, people really love those. When you go to a balloon event like this and you see Darth Vader and Yoda, we have a scarecrow this year, we have a crab, a shrimp, a bunch of different special shapes, plus just a bunch of colorful large balloons. It's a lot of fun to watch.
How many volunteers does it take to put on an event like this?
We're about 200 volunteers a day just to make this event happen, and that's twice a day, so it's probably around 800-900 volunteers total, unique volunteers, just to make this event happen.
Fantastic. This is a free event, so you guys are expecting a lot of people.
We are. Last year we had record numbers. We had 165,000 people over the 2.5 days of the event. So the weather's always a huge factor, but it's fun, it's free. A lot of food vendors out here, a lot of activities. We have a couple things on the lake again this year too. We have stand-up paddleboarding.
Nice.
And stand-up paddleboarding yoga.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's a good combination of paddleboarding and yoga.
That sounds difficult, but I'm sure it'll be a great time. You guys also have, I know, some the Wings of Blue coming as well. So that's going to be really exciting this year. I'm excited about the food. I'm always excited about the food.
Who's not excited about the food?
Right.
This is great. It's great stuff down here.
So details, what do people know? It starts tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow. The balloons inflate at 7 a.m. They'll fly off. It'll go off in two different waves, 7 o'clock and 7:30. So people can walk around, talk to the balloon crews. They can watch the balloons inflate and then fly away. And if we're lucky, what they try to do is they try to dip into Prospect Lake as they take off, just make a gentle dip in the water and fly away. And then at night we have some live bands. We have the balloon glows where the balloons on the ground and they light up.
Always a crowd favorite.
Always a crowd favorite. A lot of cool things. We have a beer garden here tomorrow night and Sunday night as well. So
another crowd favorite.
A lot of great activities and things to do here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're very excited for this event. As you guys saw, the pilot briefing is underway right now. So next time you see us, we will be even closer to getting in the balloon, hopefully. Right now the weather's great.
It's a beautiful morning. It's perfect
You
out.
see, the hair's not blowing, so we're hoping that it's going to stay that way. So for now, we'll send it back to you.
We're pulling for you. Don't jinx it, though. Don't talk about it. Let's just let it happen.
Well,
Abby.
I'm trying a new approach this morning because last time when I didn't talk about going up with the Thunderbirds, it got canceled. So now I'm just going to talk about this all morning so that we do go up.
Okay.
Hey, Abby.
That's my strategy. Yes.
Things are looking up.
Even here, she's got it.
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah. All right, Abby, good stuff. Thank you. All right, 6:27 right now. Well, you can't have a Star Wars themed alien bar without the drinks.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Your time right now, 6:42. Well, the Colorado Springs Labor Day liftoff is back this weekend, continuing a 42-year tradition of the hot air balloon event in the Pikes Peak region.
It is the most colorful weekend of the year, and this is a free event and expects to draw more than 165,000 people to Memorial Park, where we find Abby Burke now hopefully flying high sometime soon. Is that right, Abby? Oh!
You know, guys, I've got some bad news. We just had the pilot briefing, and right now we are on a weather hold. Apparently it's a little windy up higher, so they want to be safe first, so they're going to set up another test balloon, and we're going to find out in about 15-20 minutes whether or not we're going to be able to go up today. But right now it's not looking so good. Just my luck, but hey, we're going to have a good time this morning anyways. They are still blowing up the balloons, so we're at least going to get a good sight at them. And right now I am joined by Colorado Springs Mayor John Suthers. Thank you for getting up early this morning. You were hoping to go on a ride too.
I am. This is one of the things I look forward to every year.
Yes.
My wife's out here, and I think she's pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I know I am.
We really enjoy this every year.
So, but you've done it before.
I have.
I'm going to have to live vicariously through you. So what's it like up in a hot air balloon?
Well, first of all, it's just an amazing experience to go up in a hot air balloon around Colorado Springs, because you get to see the peak, you get to see the whole mountain range. You go, they typically dip in Prospect Lake, and it's just a whole lot of fun. It really is.
It sounds like it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I know they said there's a slight chance, so we're holding on to that prayer this morning. Maybe we can still go. But even if we can't, it's just a great event for people to come and check out. A free event here in Colorado Springs.
It is the 42nd balloon liftoff here in Colorado Springs. This is the largest in Colorado. We've got 78 balloons this year. it's become kind of an end of the summer tradition. And literally in the next couple of days, there'll be, probably 150,000 people out here. The liftoffs in the morning are spectacular, and then the balloon glows at night are just beautiful.
Yeah.
There's lots of activities. There's things for the kids to do. So it's a great way to kind of end the summer.
Yeah. So real quick, what's your favorite part about this event?
My favorite part is the balloon glow. It really is. It's really beautiful on a end of summer evening. Coming out here and watching them blow up the balloons at night is fantastic.
It will be a great time regardless whether we can get off or not. It's happening again this weekend, guys, all weekend long. Saturday, Sunday morning, Monday morning too, and then Saturday and Sunday night. You can find all the information and hopefully keep your fingers crossed, guys, but just by luck, it's not looking like we're going to get to go flying this morning.
Man, I know you're sad. We're still pulling for you.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully, because it's not that windy down on the ground. It's higher up.
No, it's not. It's beautiful down here, but
Yeah.
you don't really get to control the balloons, so
Abby,
you got to do what the wind says.
if it makes you feel any better, I've covered this 2 years in a row, and I've never gotten to go up because of the wind. So
All right, Abby, thank you. 6:45 right now. Let's go ahead and toss it over to Chief Meteorologist Matt Meister right now. And, well, there you go.
Yeah, guys, we're on the phone with the weather folks. We're trying to get. Here's what I thought
Calm
today.
it down, man.
Yeah,
Calm
I
it
know.
down.
If you remember, I told her yesterday I thought she would go because I thought that wind would be starting to pick up a little bit higher than where the balloons fly. But let me show you what the issue is.
Plans on handling this situation. But first, here's Abby.
Good morning, guys. We are coming to you live from inside the belly of the Dragon. We're going to talk with the pilot coming up after the break.
Anchor Lauren Ferrara, and I've got a girl crush. Watch Tuesdays at 9.
time 7:22, and the holiday weekend, well, it's just about here, which means food, fun, and flying balloons. But we're not talking about just any balloons. These balloons, they are very big and they are very special.
That's right. Darth Vader, Master Yoda, Marvin the Martian, a whole bunch going to float into our town for the annual Colorado Springs Labor Day liftoff. And right now, Abby Burke is live and local from downtown with more on this big family fun tradition. Abby, good morning.
Good morning, guys. You heard the bad news. We can't go up in the balloons this morning, but we are inside one of the balloons, and one of the specialty balloons. We're actually inside the belly of the Dragon, which is pretty neat. I'm joined here by Jack Semler.
Morning.
You came all the way from Indiana.
Yes, from Westfield, Indiana. We're out here on a trip to the Colorado Springs event. We brought Augie the Friendly Dragon out. He's one of the U.S.'s tallest balloons.
I was going to say, he's huge.
He is huge. Yeah, he is almost 3 times bigger than most of these balloons you'll see out here. Augie is 142 feet in fabric. He's 900 pounds alone in fabric. And his volume is almost 3 times as big as the round balloons.
Wow. So if he's 900 pounds, how much air does it take to get that off the ground?
He's about 182,000 cubic feet. When the air mass alone is heated up, it's about 10 tons of air. So when he's ready to fly, he goes where he wants to go.
I bet.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, you know, a lot of people don't realize that you can't really control the balloons once you're up in the air. So
We can a little bit by changing our altitude. So if you'll see the balloons going up and down real fast, what they're doing is they're looking for the different air currents. But with this balloon being so tall, he's almost as tall, twice as tall as the other balloons. So we actually been affected by 2 or 3 air currents. But he is actually very fun to fly. We enjoy flying him. He really stops the crowd. The kids love him.
So talk a little bit about you. You're the expert. You fly in this all the time. Why did they make the decision not to go up this morning?
This morning, there's the weather system that pushed through last night. There was a little bit of a speed layer up at about 500 feet. So at 500 feet, the winds are almost 22 miles an hour. So it's a little too fast for the balloons this morning. But that weather should die down very nicely for the rest of the weekend. So it should look really nice.
And you guys will hopefully be up tomorrow and Sunday morning as well?
And Monday morning, yes.
And Monday too, right?
Yes.
I forget. It's a whole long weekend.
Yes, that's right. And glowing both Saturday and Sunday nights.
Fantastic.
So-
And you guys also brought another friend with you.
We did. Smiley Scarecrow. He's next door. Smiley is the world's largest scarecrow. He's 700 pounds in fabric, 120 feet tall, and he lives in Westfield too. And he's out. We're all out on this 13-day, 5,000-mile event trip. We're hitting 3 events in between.
Fantastic. Well, we're so glad you're here. We're going to check out Smiley coming up next. So, guys, if we can't go up, we're going to go in, right?
Absolutely.
So, we'll send it back to you for now.
All right, good stuff. Very impressive.
Yeah.
How they create those balloons and get them filled.
And they're like pilots.
Yeah.
Captains
Serious
of the balloons.
stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of science going on there, too.
Definitely. Well, you don't want to float away.
No.
Right?
No. All right, 7:25, right? The action right now. Here she is live and local with what is next.
Morning, guys. No brains in this scarecrow, but there is an Abby and a Jordan, and we're going to have more coming up for you after the break.
Anchor Scott Kilberry. Watch weeknights at 5, 6:30, 9.
All right, welcome back to the show. Things are getting wild here. All right, 7:42 right now. The Colorado Springs Labor Day liftoff is back this weekend, continuing a 42-year tradition of hot air balloon in Colorado Springs, right?
Yeah, it happens. You got it. It happens. Yeah, it's the most colorful weekend of the year, and it's for free. Expected now to draw more than 165,000 people to the park downtown. That's where we find Miss Air herself, Abby Burke. Good morning, Abby.
Abs! Good morning, guys. You're having way too much fun back there. But, you know, I have a little bit of a frown on my face this morning since we're not able to go up. But we're trying to turn things around because we're inside Smiley the Scarecrow. And I'm joined by Jordan Cox, the pilot of Smiley. Tell me a little bit about this balloon that we're in right now.
Smiley's Scarecrow is actually probably one of the bigger balloons out there. He's 120 feet from the mouth all the way to the top. So you interviewed Augie earlier, so he's just a little bit bigger, but we fly some of the bigger balloons here. He's got a lot of moving parts, so he's got the top bent like a normal balloon, but if you look at all the arms and stuff, he's got a lot of ports and panels, and then down below us here we got like our rip-out deflation panel. So and then around the balloon you have a lot of Velcro panels that you got to put in. So there's a little bit more to it than just a normal round balloon. So
tell me about these panels. We're kind of looking at the guts of Smiley. What are the rip-out panels for? Because it sounds scary.
Right. So in a normal balloon, you have your deflation port at the top, so that helps you land. So it cools the balloon down so you can land. The deflation panel on the shapes, because they're so big, is for if you have a little bit windier landing, you can rip that out. It gets a little bit more heat out, slows you down a little faster. That way you don't drag and go into stuff, because you need a little bit more space with these balloons to land.
Gotcha. So tell me, I've never been in a hot air balloon. Well, I've been in one now, but I haven't been up in one. What's it like flying in a hot air balloon?
I would say it's probably just the most peaceful thing. I mean, you're up there and it's quiet. Most times the only sound you have is a burner, and you'll hear dogs barking or something, and but it's just surreal and peaceful. And it's just gorgeous.
Sounds really nice.
See some neat stuff up there. So.
Sounds really nice. I gotta ask, how many times have you seen a proposal in a hot air balloon?
Oh, I mean, I've been involved in a handful. I actually did one down in Leon, Mexico. It was kind of cool. They landed and then the family came out with a banner. So I've seen some of those, but I've done a few for friends and other stuff. But it was quite often.
Very cool. Well, making dreams happen. Guys, come out and check out Labor Day Liftoff all weekend long. And if you're here, you can pick up the collector cards for the kids. Augie the Dragon, Smiley the Scarecrow. Maybe Sean will be here and you can get an autograph from him as well. For now, I'm going to send it back to you. Again, everything starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
When I think of everlasting love, I think of Jordan Cox.
Wow. Hey, Abby, I got one thing for you. I don't often make scarecrow puns, but when I do, they're pretty corny.
Oh!
Yeah. She loves it.
If she only had a brain.
That's about right.
All right.
All right, time right now, 7:45. Well, a man is facing first-degree murder charges.
Could I get a little... Things are about to get lit because I am going to stand up this balloon coming up after the break.
Right now, 8:23. Well, the holiday weekend is just about here, which means food, fun, and flying balloons, right? But we are not talking about just any balloons. These balloons, they are very big and very special.
Lots of big balloons, too. It's the annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff, and right now, Abby Burke in all the action right now, down at the park, live and local, at the controls. Here we go, Abby.
That is right, guys. They are letting me what I'm doing. But we are going to lift the balloon up.
Yep, we're going to stand the balloon up.
Okay.
Right now it's on its side. What we call this is the balloon is cold packed.
Okay.
We have the fan on the balloon. The fan is cold packed the envelope to where it's taking most of its shape. So now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce heat to the balloon.
Okay.
The heat will transfer up and stand the balloon up. So that's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to play the angle a little bit, and you're going to aim towards the sweet spot.
Okay.
Go ahead and do a 3-second burn.
Just one side, right?
Yeah. All right, now wait a second.
Okay.
All right, do it again.
On the other side?
Nope,
Oh, same side?
Uh-huh.
This is like the ultimate flamethrower.
Absolutely. All right, well, again.
Give it some more.
Yep, stop.
Oh, sorry.
All right, keep giving it some more.
All right, go ahead.
Same side?
Yeah, give it.
Let it stand up real slow.
Okay.
All right, give it some more.
More? Oh, we're rising.
Yep, go ahead.
Doing it. Yep, keep giving it some more.
Oh.
I like to sit on it and ride
Okay.
it kind of up. All right, so
There you go.
keep going.
We're having problems. My feet don't touch.
Excellent job.
That's what I do.
Beautiful.
All right.
Give it a little bit more heat.
All right, wait on.
I'm just hanging.
You did good. Now you can transition into the basket,
Okay.
standing up in there.
Woo!
There you go. Good job.
This is
You
the
stood the
most
balloon up,
exciting
yeah.
thing I've ever done.
Excellent.
You're ready to fly.
All right. Now, if only we could.
But not before your instructor pilot gets in with
Right, I was going to say, I don't want to go by myself.
Don't try a splash and dash without him.
I will not. Thank you guys. All of the action starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Make sure you come out for Labor Day liftoff. For now, I'll send it back to you.
That's pretty cool. She should just take off now.
Tell you what, Abby Burke, she wears many hats. She's an anchor, she's a reporter, she's a mother to Milo, and now she's a balloonist.
I got to do something nobody else got to do.
All the bonding going on. Very excited.
Steve Sicko now.
Good stuff, Abby. Thank you. 8:26 right now. Well, you can't actually have a Star Wars